today we have here with us Dr. Partha Sarkar, who is the principal of JIS College of Engineering. So he has a long list of achievements, to be honest, and you can always read it on the biography over here. But to start with, Professor Partha Sarkar received his BE Electronics degree from Shivaji University, Kolhapur, Maharashtra in the year 1990, ME Electronics Telecommunication from Jadavpur University, and in the year 1999, and PhD in Engineering from Jadavpur University, Kolkata, in the year 2008. He has also done his MBA from Utkal University in 2014. Dr. Partha Sarkar has a long list of achievements. Few of his notable ones are like his research areas, which include interest of physics, technology, characterization of silicon CMOS devices for logic and mixed signals applications, nanoelectronics, optical device, and optical communication. He has over 40 publications in these areas and in referred international journals and conference proceedings. Professor Sarkar is a life member of Indian Society of Technical Education and a fellow of Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineers, IETE. He is a fellow of Institution of Engineers in India. He is also a member of IEEE USA. He is a life member of ISTE, Indian Society of Technical Education. He was the ex-vice chairman of IETE Orissa section and ex-state secretary of ISTE Orissa section. He served as secretary of IEEE Electron Device Society Kolkata chapter for 2 years and later on served as the chairman of IEEE Electron Devices Society Bhubaneswar chapter for several years. So we very warm welcome to you on our portal, sir, and we are honored and privileged to have your thoughts on education. So let me not waste any more time. Let me start off with the question that, being in this industry, education industry for over than 30 years, sir, I want to know what makes it the best industry to work in.
Thank you for your nice introduction. What actually I want to say that you personally, I feel that this education in this field of I'll say rather defining education as industry or something like that, it is not actually the right word what we can say, because from ancient ages people associated with the profession of education are regarded as the most respected one and the profession as the most noble one. So the purely from the academic point of view, it is not the sharing of the knowledge but also the approach, the whole thing for overall development of every student. At the same time, the knowledge society is growing very quickly, and the outburst of the social media as well as the information through Google have made the profession more challenging. Now we have to focus on something which machine cannot do, but the student want to know. So it's day by day it is get more and more challenging for each and every teacher in this profession. So life is very dynamic and challenging nowadays in this education.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your the answer. And yes, I actually resonate with that entire answer because being in the education industry, it is quite an experience for all of us. But of course, we have people like you to look up to, and such leaders would be guiding us through their knowledge and all. So, on that note, sir, being the principal of this institute, what is your philosophy of leadership, and how would you describe your leadership style?
See, the very first thing which I focus on the teamwork. That is the growing of all together. That means there is no question of why. This is all question of we. If when I become we, then definitely growth is more, and definitely growth is better for the institute. That is my philosophy.
But like, if you had to describe your leadership style, because the institute has grown so much, like how have you encouraged your staff and everyone around you to reach such great heights?
See, each and everybody of the issue definitely have a particular role. What I suggest them that do your duty at your place, but not as an individual, but as a team member, so that if your team is producing good thing, as a whole college team will produce the best out of it. So that is a kind of spirit, that is a kind of thing which is inspiring each and every teacher, and they all are working all together for betterment of the college.
So, as I can understand, like, this is something very solid that together, when we actually when it disappear from the word I, and we make the entire team as we, and that's how we head on first towards development and success. And that is something that we can take away from, and I bet the viewers who are watching can understand that this is a vital aspect in their own life roles and everything. And also, so JISC has faced, of course, has come a long way. We have seen it grow over the years and everything. So I want to know that, the responsibilities that you have, sir, the significant challenges you faced while handling these responsibilities at this institute. And actually, how do you motivate your team for this continuous growth and enhancement that we have seen till now?
Major challenges in uncertainties created due to shift in policy kind of thing. If we fixed our policy, if we have fixed our goal, then for achieving the goal, everybody will move in a single direction. So it is always advisable, and we also work in that frame that we all focused for one single goal.
And the challenges that you faced, sir, during this process of growth?
Challenges means it is, if you can say, sometimes when we change our philosophy, that as a team, sometimes there will be definitely the misconception between the people. But once you sit, see, heard them, ideally, I heard them perfectly, and give them the output, then the things get settled. So we used to minimize the all dispute kind of things in our mind, whatever people have, and we only work for the single goal, that is the institute growth of the institute.
A singular vision and a singular force forward. So tell me more about the USPs of the curriculum of JISC.
See, it is an autonomous college. So we have the flexibility with us for changing of curriculum, but within the guidelines of the AICTs and all. Now, the curriculum itself is a deep-rooted one into the fundamentals, with focus on basic professional core and expertise in emerging areas. Now, the basic thing of this curriculum is that we realize the subject through project work. That means PBL, project-based learning, is the main focus of this curriculum. That means each and every student, regular curriculum of the different papers or different subjects in different semesters, they also go through the project based on those things. That means hands-on experience are always with them for what they are studying in the particular semester. So this is a means you can say it's a big thing when a PBL kind of thing follows for any curriculum. That is project-based learning. So we follow that. This is our unique kind of thing, and all our students, they used to get exposed to the different upcoming expertise areas. That means what the emerging areas are there, the students are also get exposed through our open electives or professional electives. Through those subject areas, they get the emerging areas things. So it is a kind of mixture of everything. So it gives a better growth to the student.
Okay, so understanding that student would get the platform in JISC, would get the exposure with the practical knowledge that it requires for engineers to have. Talking on that note itself.
And even one thing, let me tell you another thing over here. Even in our curriculum, we used to focus the thing what actually industry needs, what actually industry people are looking. So we are trying to minimize the gap between the industry one and the academics. So this is a kind of thing which gives the better impact on the education, and at the same time, enrichment of curriculum is quite high.
So now students know that, in terms of that, where they would get the exposure. And also on that note, there are so many engineers that are coming along, in this day and era. And JISC has been successful in bringing out successful engineers who have achieved big goals in the industry. So I want to know, sir, what are the top qualities an aspiring engineer must possess?
To me, it is 5C. What is 5C? That is C. For first C, it is the critical thinking. That means the student should have the proper power for the critical thinking. Second, complex problem solving ability. Third, the creativity. Fourth is the communication. Fifth is the collaboration. That is the 5C what you need for any student to grow in this world. Because if you can communicate, then you can collaborate. If you can think, then you can solve the problem. And if you can think, then the creativity will come only. So it is 5C.
I am noting down these points, sir. These are, viewers, I'm telling you, these are live mantras. I am taking it down. I think I need this myself. Thank you so much, sir. I mean, I am taking things away from this interview. I really, I'm sure that viewers will take much more, and aspiring engineers would know what to do. And this was a very short, sweet, yeah. In this entire interaction itself, sir, I really like this interaction. And, you being an interviewer and all, whatever, for Collegedunia, it still feels so comfortable. And I really feel that, I know from sources that you build a very healthy relationship with students. So how do you have that healthy relationship with students, sir?
See, the thing is that when it is the relation between the student with the college when it comes, then we have some mechanism with us. That is, we have got in our system that mentor-mentee relation. That is, a teacher is associated with minimum 20 number of students. That is, any student, whatever his problem or whatever his problem related to education, related to his mental anything, he can share with his mentor. That means a student, whoever is been assigned with a particular mentor, those mentors will definitely be in touch with the students. Now, in cycle, the mentors will be in touch with the head of the department. Head of the department will be in touch with the principal or the higher authority. So each and every time, whenever we face any student, definitely we know all the background of the student, what are the problems of the students. So immediately, whatever you used to get feedback from them, we used to take care. That is why the students are very much friendly with our teachers. Teachers in the sense the mentors, because ultimately the mentors lead their life as the parents lead their as the parents guide them in their home. Mentors lead them in the college. So once parents, mentors, both are also in touch, because mentors also speak to the parents. So when the parents and mentors are in touch, the students is definitely in touch with both parents and mentors. So obviously, the relation between the student and the college is always good.
I'm taking away open doors and transparency as vital aspects in this, and I think that is something that a lot most people should follow, and a complete structure of the same. And going on, I want to know, because in the rapid growth that we have seen and all, I want to know what plans do you have in the coming years for JISC?
See, as JSC, we are already been declared as India's first fully flipped institute in India. Hence, we want to prosper in our digital journey. This is our first. The second one, to ensure quality of teaching learning makes all departments accredited by NBA, which is also a standard for all technical education. To enhance the overall quality of the institute, so that we can will be regarded within the first 50 within the next 3 years. As you know, this year JISC entered in the NRF ranking. This year JISC has entered into NRF ranking, and we have started our journey. Now we are focusing our thing for the next 3 years, so that within 50 we can come in the next 3 years. And the last which I can say, that is to inculcate the ambience of innovation and development, so that every student's project becomes tangible output which could be useful for the entire society. So this is what we are thinking in our mind, because as you know, as in different ranking also, the JISC have taken some position. That means even recently concluded Times India survey, we are considered as 16th in whole India. So we are in a positive note each and every year, and we are growing. That is the kind of thing which JISC having.
So it has been a pleasant interaction with you, sir, and it's disheartening for me that our time is up, but your views have been very valuable. So for the last question, I just want you to give your thoughts and suggestions to the current youth and aspiring students.
Everyone in this society, every one student of this society has got infinite potential within themselves. Infinite potential within them. We have to make use of it, and for participating in the rebuilding of the nation under the new normal conditions. So, what I can say, that everybody should utilize their inner potential to build our country to another height in the new normal.
Thank you so much, sir, for your time. We are privileged and honored to have the thoughts being displayed on our portal. The pleasure is all ours. I am being very clear. The pleasure is all ours. Personally, mine, it has been a beautiful interaction. I will tell my viewers to know more about the college. You can browse through the microsite and get to know more about it. And of course, get in touch with the colleges if you have more inquiry. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your time.